Hello, my fellow BIAFRANS in the house. I greet you now. I beg, this is my waka where I carry come now. My dear brothers and sisters, the BIAFRANS, the lovers of freedom and lovers of Biafran freedom as well. We're gonna come down to illustrate this. I want to let us know what happens in the past 8 years of tyranny upon the Christians and Biafrans, because that is exactly what it is all about. The administration of Muhammadu Buhari and Malam Nasir El-Rufai, including Malami and other cabals, it's all about the mutilation, the killings, the maiming, the kidnapping, and the attacking, the displacing of Christians, both in the northern part of the country and also in the southeastern part of the country. It didn't happen in the southwest or the south, because all those ones are being regarded as they are with them in all this quest to conquer Nigeria through their jihadist agenda. So my wonderful people, please, anywhere you are hearing my voice, you are watching my news, or you are watching my content, please, I want you to do me one favor. Make this video, let it go viral, because we are here now to tell you, in collaboration, in collaboration with the Inter-Society Rule of Law, to read out all the gifts, faraway gifts that that was given to Muhammadu Buhari, the tyranny and the killer of Christians, and displacing them of their ancestral lands. Calm down. We have enough for you to listen to. And be rest assured that you never regret any 1 megabyte you spent. I mean, your top up or your sub you spent on listening to this very news. I'm telling you, it's worth you to subscribe more so that you can as well share this news. Let it go to every nooks and crannies of our Biafra land, both home and those ones in diaspora. They need to get note of all this. It is what? To keep the record straight and for a purpose. For that reason, we, the Christian community, and also the Biafrans at large, is calling for the arrest of Muhammadu Buhari and Malam Nasir El-Rufai and others that are into hiding. Hear this news and hear it clear. Breaking news. Farewell gifts or farewell gifts to Buhari and others. Listen to it and listen attentively. Look at the gifts we give to them, or we give to Buhari and Malam Nasir El-Rufai. 700 Christians slaughtered in May 1. 160 days. No, sorry about that. 700 Christians slaughtered in May. 1,160 days. 2,150 in 160 days of 2023. This one is coming to you from Inter-Society Rule of Law in collaboration with Okute Daily Talk. Please permit me to use this opportunity to thank you all for all your contributions towards the growth of this very particular platform and this channel. You have to do more, as I am doing more also, to bring this news to your doorstep, because I know how I need to struggle to look for the news, to search for it, go for where I need to get the authentic news for my fans, my viewers, and also my subscribers. And to those ones who keep on abusing me, this news is for all of us. Share it. Leave that your bad belly. Share this news. Your next door neighbor need to hear about this news. What happened in the last 8 years that even the Christians today are still jumping up in this administration. Shame unto the Christian community. Shame to CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria. When I don't fall our hand. When I fold our hands. All the whole thing that happened in the last 8 years is not enough. Madam Nasir El-Rufai come out and rub it in the face of CAN and every Christian in Nigeria. Nobody said anything till today. That matter has been swept under the carpet. Who is Madam Nasir El-Rufai? Dwarf of yesterday. Christians. In fact, well, I'm not here to instigate anybody, but I'm only here to rub it on your face of the Christians that honor don't fail us. The Christian community worldwide have already failed the Christians in Nigeria, including in the US and also in the UK and the United Nations. on a failed the Christians in Nigeria. I think it is high time we say no to Christianity. Let everybody turn to pagan. Or if wars come to wars, let everybody convert to Muslim. Since the international world cannot see what is happening in Nigeria, how Christians are being slaughtered on a daily basis, and they say nothing about it. It was only Donald Trump, during one of the visits of Muhammadu Buhari, he asked him, why are the Christians only killed in Nigeria? The answers that Mumu man gave to Trump, it will shock you. I beg, my dear people, let us proceed. Farewell gifts to Muhammadu Buhari and others. 700 Christians slaughtered in May, 1,100 in 60 days, and 2,100 in 160 days of 2023. It is going to be fire for fire. If you are hearing that people are being killed in Plateau, do not regard Plateau as a Muslim country, as a Muslim state. Plateau, 50% or 40% of Plateau is being occupied by Christians. That is the people they are wiping out there. For the 8 years of Malam Nasir El-Rufai in Kaduna State, Southern Kaduna is mainly being occupied by Christians. They nearly kill all of them finish. That place have an inhabitant of over 30 to 40 million Christians occupying that very area. If you go to that place now, my dear, you will shed tears. What happened in those areas? What happened to the indigenous of those areas? Most of them have been displaced by bandits and the Islamic jihadist agenda. Let us continue, my dear people. I don't want to talk much. I want you to hear it from this horse's mouth. Plateau State, let us begin to, from state to state to analyze what really happened in the last 8 years and still continues. Because as I'm talking to you now, one clergyman and others have been downed in Plateau State. They are also Christians. And the Christian community in Nigeria have not said anything about what is happening. And you tell me they are for the interest of the Christians. Forget it, my dear. They are there for their own. The only thing they will do now, they will organize themselves, go to meet Tunumbu. After the collect government must go, they will shut their mouth up. We are watching and we are waiting. Plateau State donated over 350 Christian lives. Benue, you know too well, 90% of Benue is being occupied by Christians. The jihadist agenda they have is to wipe out Benue and also some part of Enugu State through Amufo. That is how they want to penetrate into the southeastern part. And no one is saying anything about it. Benue donated 190 lives. Kaduna, 100. Nasarawa is 62. Niger, 50. Taraba, 40. Borno and Yobe donated 40 each. El-Rufai and other elders and abattoirs must be arrested and tried at the ICC, International Criminal Court, over Southern Kaduna and Middle Belt butcheries. 100 churches wantonly attacked in 60 days and 600 synagogues and 1,000 traditional sanctuaries lost in the East since 2021. All these things is in the reign of Muhammadu Buhari. Please, calm down. You never see anything, no. 53,350 Christians slaughtered since 2009. Islamic uprising and 18,100 churches and 2,200 schools wantonly burned down by Buhari administration. 31,350 Christians hacked to death in 8 radical Islamic years of Buhari and Nasir El-Rufai, including all the Kabas and others. Over 200 pastors were attacked, kidnapped, killed, and hacked to death. Jihadists sacked 1,000 Christian communities. Benue lost 400, while Kaduna lost 245. Plateau lost 200. Taraba is 100. Southeast 60 and others as follows. This report I'm giving to you is brought to you by international report by Nigeria's Inter-Society of Rule of Law. And this message is brought to you yesterday, being the Monday, 12th June of 2023, from Onitsha, Nigeria, Anambra State. There was something I posted some couple of days ago concerning today being the 13th day of the month of June. And let me repeat myself again. The script that have been written by the Kabals and the Fulani jihadists is going to be completed today at the National Assembly. Akpabio, Benjamin Ekalo, they have nowhere to go. Let them just stop deceiving themselves. Even Benjamin Ekalo, if he happens to be there, he's going to be a rubber-stamped deputy speaker of the House, because none opinion of him will ever be taken at that House. Hear me and hear me clear. The script of Madam Nasir El-Rufai and other Muslim jihadists, which they have planned to do what? To set up today. For that Muslim dominance, he made in one of his statements the other day to the completion is today. They are going to do a voting of the National Assembly and the Senate. And be rest assured, Muslim Senate and Muslim Deputy. Go and mark my word. Please let us proceed. Fulani jihadists slaughtered 700 Christians as farewell gift to Nigerian radical Islamic leaders. The Nigerian radical Islamic leaders who marked the end of their civilian office tenures on the 29th of May 2023 were wished farewell by jihadist Fulani herdsmen who marked the end of their offices tenures by slaughtering not less than 700 defenseless Christians in May of 2023. Month of handover. In a detailed investigation by the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, it was gathered that not less than 300 Christians were slaughtered in Plateau State, Mangu County, etc. Between 15th and 17th of May 2023 alone, the second worst hit state is Benue, where not less than 110 Christians were slaughtered in May, early June 2023, including 40 slaughtered between 3rd and 4th June of 2023. And 18 defenseless Christians hacked to death on the 21st May 2023, as well as 28 others slaughtered between 7th and 10th May of 2023. In all, Benue State accounted for over 190 Christians dead between 12th April and 12th June of 2023. We are moving forward, though. The third worst hit state is Kaduna, where not less than 100 Christians were slaughtered between 12th April and 12th June of 2023. The outgone government of Kaduna State backed killings of Christians as farewell gifts, had included slaughtering of 33 Christians by jihadist Fulani herdsmen on the 15th of April 2023 in Ronji village and Atiap, Zangu, Kataf local government area of Kaduna State, during which 42 houses were burned down or destroyed. Between March and April of 2023, not less than 68 Christians were slaughtered in Atiap land alone, with less than 110 Christians school children abducted on the 4th of April from government secondary school Avon in the Kacha local government area, Kaduna State, who were taken into jihadist captivity according to the Southern Kaduna People's Union. Not less than 245 Southern Kaduna communities have been sacked and violently occupied by Fulani terror jihadists in 6 years, 2017 to 2023. In Nasarawa State, not fewer than 38 Christians residents of Takalafia and Wanja communities in the Karu local government area of the state were hacked to death by terror herdsmen who stormed the area on Thursday night, 14th May of 2023. I told you people that all these killings that happens in all the whole parts of the north, look very well. Go and do your verification. It is Christians are being killed in those areas. And the Christian Association of Nigeria have not said anything. I've been watching the news, both in television, in writing, in spoken. They have not said a single word since this has happened. Madam Nasir El-Rufai have come and said that the win or the victory of Bola Tinubu have shut the can mouth up. The whole Christian Association of Nigeria, no one uttered the word. They only said that they should discard him, that is who he is. Imagine. Wahala no dey finish. 1,100 Christians killed by jihadists in 60 days and 2,150 in first 160 days of 2023. From 1st January to 12th of June 2023. Not less than 1,100 defenseless Christians were hacked to death by Nigerian government-backed Islamic jihadists in the past 60 days or between 12 April and 12 June of 2023. Translating to daily a range of 17 Christians' deaths. The period under review also represents one of the bloodiest and antichrist attacks in Nigeria. The breakdown of the 1,100 Christian deaths in 60 days, 12 April to 12 June of 2023, shows that Plateau State is the worst hit with 350 Christian deaths, followed by Benue with 200 deaths, Kaduna 100 deaths, Nasarawa 62, Niger 50, and ethnically and rigorously related killings by the police and military personnel in the southeast, 50 deaths. Others are Borno and Yobe with 40 Christian deaths, Taraba 40, Kebbi 20, Southwest 20, Southeast 20, Adamawa 10, South 10, and Federal Capital Territory 10 Christian deaths. There are also 200 Christian deaths representing a dark figures of crimes, including over 80 Christian deaths omitted in places like Kaduna State, covering 1st January to 10th April of 2023, and 10% 70 deaths of the 700 abductees, representing those abducted who are incapable of returning to their families alive. Also, in 2 months gone by, not less than 700 Christians were abducted in Kaduna, Niger, Borno, Taraba, Yobe, Adamawa, Benue, Plateau, Kebbi, Nasarawa, Edo, Osun, Kwara, Kogi, Federal Capital Territory, Ondo, Delta, Enugu, Anambra, and Abia states. In the 1,100 defenseless Christians' deaths, jihadist Fulani herdsmen accounted for not less than 800 killings. We had in our model report of 10th April 2023 disclosed that 1,041 defenseless Christians were hacked to death in Nigeria in the first 100 days of 2023, or 1st January to 10th of April 2023. In all, therefore, it has been investigated and found that a total of not less than 2,100 defenseless Christians have been slaughtered by non-state actor and Nigerian government-backed Islamic jihadists in the past 160 days in office, or 160 days of 2023. Over 1,400 others were abducted, out of which 10% of 140 may be incapable of returning to their families alive. Kaduna State topped the list of the abductees with at least 700, followed by Niger State with 300. 1,000 Christian communities sacked by jihadists and government security forces since 2016. Available statistics shows that Nigerian government protected jihadists and its jihad enabler security forces have hacked over 1,000 Christian communities since 2016 and aided and abetted their takeover and occupation by the jihadists, out of which Benue State lost 400 Christian communities, Kaduna 245, Plateau 200, Taraba 100, Southeast 60 Christian communities have also been uprooted in Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, Niger, Kogi, Nasarawa, Kebbi, Katsina, Edo, Delta, Anambra, Enugu, and so on. Regarding the 100 churches raised in 2 months, 12 April to 12 June of 2023, not less than 100 churches have been raised or burned down or destroyed by Islamic jihadists in the past 6 days, or between 12th April and the 12th June of 2023. Out of which Plateau State lost not less than 28 churches. Several churches suffered similar jihadist attacks in the southern Kaduna and other parts of the state, including Chikun, where 40 Christians were abducted in a chicken church by Fulani jihadists on 7th May of 2023. Churches in Adamawa State also came under attack, including abduction of 2 pastors in Yola and attacks on the churches on the 24th May of 2023. Several churches and hundreds of Christians' homes had come under devastating attacks in Benue, in Taraba, in Yobe, in Borno, in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Nasarawa, and in Kogi State, totaling over 100 churches attacks or burnings or destructions between 12th April and the 12th June of 2023. Please do not be tired. You need all these things. For record purposes, please, all these things needed. We need to be aware of all this. If you can get a pen and a barrel and be taking lists of all these things, it will do us good. 20 pastors attacked since April and 600 synagogues and 1,000 traditional sanctuaries since January 2021. Available statistics also show that not less than 20 Christian pastors were abducted or murdered by marauding Nigerian government-protected Islamic jihadists between 12th April and 12th June of 2023. At least 3 pastors and 2 Catholic priests were among those killed and over a dozen others abducted. It was also investigated and found that the personnel of the Nigerian military, police and DSS deployed in the southeast and south-south jointly accounted for burning down or destruction of not less than 600 synagogues and 1,000 traditional religious sanctuaries, particularly in Imo, Anambra, Abia, since the January 2021. The burning down or the destruction of the synagogues and traditional sanctuaries had arisen from the false security intelligence that members of the IPOB and ESN are religious members of the Jewish synagogues and traditional religions, which provide them with charms and spiritual backups. And as a result, all synagogues and traditional sanctuaries are instruments of terrorism and their members Biafran terrorists, according to them. We had an Easter Monday, 10th April of 2023, released a special investigative report and disclosed that no fewer than 1,041 defenseless Christians were hacked to death by Nigerian jihadists in the first 100 days of 2023. 1st January to 10th April of 2023, and over 700 others abducted. The report also disclosed that 5,191 defenseless Christians were hacked to death in 2021 and 3,800 others abducted by Nigeria's Islamic jihadists, and that in the January to December of 2022, 5,068 defenseless Christians were hacked to death and over 3,000 others abducted, with 10% or 300 permanently disappeared or incapable of returning to their families alive. The special investigative report also held that 52,250 Christians and 34,000 moderate Muslims or 85,250 faith believers have been killed by Nigerian Islamic jihadists and their spirit the jihad in the Nigerian government security establishment since July of 2009. The special report further found that 30,250 Christians were hacked to death under Buhari between June 2015 and March of 2023. 14 million Christians uprooted and 5 million forced into IDPs and refuge camps, including over 2.5 million in Benue State, with over 800 Christian communities sacked, 18,000 churches and 2,200 Christian schools attacked or burned down or destroyed. Our latest updates have now shown that not less than 1,100 Christians were slaughtered by the jihadists in the past 2 months, or a total of 2,150 since January 2023, or a period of 160 days, during which over 1,400 others were abducted. A total of 53,350 Christians had been killed in Nigeria since July 29, and 31,350 under Buhari from June 15 June 2015 to 29th of May 2023. Not less than 18,100 churches and 2,200 Christians were burned down or destroyed in the past 14 years or since July of 2009, and under Buhari, Nasir El-Rufai and others, 6,600 churches and 700 Christian schools were lost from June 2015 to 12 June of 2023. Not less than 1,000 Christian communities were sacked by jihadists under Buhari, Nasir El-Rufai and other cabals between 2016 and June of 2023, and under their society watch and directives since January 2021, not less than 600 Christian synagogues and 1,000 traditional religious sanctuaries were destroyed or burned down by the directed federal security forces in old eastern Nigeria or southeast and south regions. I hope you get the numbers. We are still moving forward. Joining coalition of Nigerians in the UK and calling for the arrest and trial of El-Rufai and others at ICC. Enter Society hereby join the coalition of Nigerians living in the United Kingdom in calling on the leaders of the Southern Kaduna and the Middle Belt and the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) to go after Malam Nasir El-Rufai by ensuring that he does not go scot-free or walk the streets of Nigeria and West democracies freely as an outlaw. The UK government, or as a state party to the statute of the International Criminal Court of 1998 and the domestication of same, which also produces the current chief prosecutor of the court, should ensure that the lives of El-Rufai, Buhari Buratai, Musa Daura, Arase, Alkali Baba, and the rest of the served and serving senior security officers in the country, from the ranks of military lieutenants, colonels, and police CSPs, since August of 2015, are blocked from setting their feet on UK soil or arrested and charged for criminal against humanity and genocide or incitement to the same. If they do set their feet on UK soil, where it is found that they have appointive or elective engagements, such as the academic board, Oxford in the case of El-Rufai, such appointment or elections should be terminated. Inter-society also wishes to unequivocally state that it is morally reprehensible for the UK government to continue to play host and open its international doors towards violators and abusers of human rights and promoters of genocide and genocidal incitements. The UK government cannot probate and reprobate by globally parading itself as a democratic and human rights respecter state, and at the same time found wanting as a country encouraging or harboring grisly and rigorously human rights abuses and violations and the abusers or violators. This clarion call of ours on the UK government is also extended to the governments of the United States, Canada, France, Germany, Portugal, Netherlands, Switzerland, Ireland, Scotland, Denmark, Sweden, Australia, Norway, Spain, Italy, rest of Europe, and the United Nations Organization, as they should avoid replicating the infamous rules of the three musketeers, UK, France, and Belgium, in the Rwandan genocide of July of 1994. So, my dear people, the link to the murder report of Easter Monday, 10th April 2023 is here. You can as well log on to www.intersociety.com or .org. You will find every news you need to know about what I just brought to you or what I just brought to us this day. So, my wonderful people, my BIAFRANS, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, but I don't hear them, so make gonna do what? Make gonna continue to share this message. Let it go viral. Let this message get to every nook and crannies of our country. Okay, very, very important, because Christian Association of Nigeria, that's supposed to be the representative and the people who are supposed to defend the defenseless Christians, they are not saying anything simply because all their mouths have been bribed. So what do you want them to say? In fact, my wonderful people, please continue sharing this message until you get to the appropriate authority. Something needs to be done on this very particular matter. Have a nice day. Until come your way again, I see the man you want to only Okute Daily Talk. Bye for now. Kemesiano.